into it is, thank you, because I would have forgot to do that. The reason why I got into emotions coaching is for myself. I needed fixing. Little did I know that it was going to take me on the journey to where I'm sitting before y'all today teaching a class. I had no idea this is where I would be, but I am not sad that I'm here. It has totally changed my life. The holistic products that I use to help support my emotions and my health is amazing. And I will forever use doTERRA. I will forever be a part of this company. Even if I become an invalid and cannot speak or sell anything to actually make my money that I make doing this, I would still use the products because I'm going to feel the best I possibly could feel. And I'd have somebody that would be giving me aroma touch every day. So I really do want to welcome everybody. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my slides because I do have a few slides for this class. We are going to be talking about how to cope with your emotions, how to support your emotions, how to release your emotions. What exactly are emotions? You have to start there. You have to understand where your emotions are coming from, why you have them, in order for you to make them different. Because it doesn't matter. People say, oh, it don't bother me. I'm not affected by it. That's an emotion. It don't matter if you're happy, sad, or indifferent. You're having an emotion. And it entails all aspects of your body. So let's learn a little more about this. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that we can start the slideshow. Let's see. Let me get this black bar off of here so I can see, and so can y'all. Hide floating meeting. Okay. Sadie, that's enough. You're gonna have to be put away. Okay, so can y'all see this? Can y'all see my screen? Did I lose y'all?
We can see it, but we can see, yeah, it's good.
Okay, so everything's good. Okay, so I 100% want to acknowledge everybody here, because talking about your emotions is very, very hard. Okay. And putting your emotions into words is sometimes even harder than actually getting the courage to speak about them. So for everybody that is here, thank you for coming. And I appreciate the courage that it took for you to get here, especially if you're dealing with trauma. So we're going to talk a little bit about the science behind the emotions. We're going to talk about the tools for healthy body chemistry, and we're going to talk about practical emotional wellness and the steps that you can take right now to empower yourself. So my intention is that you learn something new about essential oils and emotions, because believe it or not, they really do go hand in hand. And that you leave this class feeling empowered to take your health to the next level, because essential oils are incredibly effective emotional regulation tools. So you're going to learn how to use these products to regulate your emotions and even change some thinking patterns. So your body is it's so brilliant in its design. And it actually seeks to be balanced and whole. So our body's always trying to fix itself. So to learn the authentic language of our body, it's important that we understand what emotions are and what they are communicating to us. Okay. So in this slide, you can see that, you know, we're created to function as a whole, our mind, body, spirit, all of it together, right? Because when all three things are working in harmony, then we're happy. Our happy endorphins are off the chart. When all three things are not working in harmony, then we have issues and we get stuck and we get clogged and our brain gets scattered and things are not good. So we're going to talk about why we get stuck first, and then we're going to talk about how we can support our body and come back into a homeostasis state. So your body it's very is brilliant in its design, and it seeks to be balanced and whole. So to learn that authentic language of your body, it's important to understand what emotions are and what they are communicating to us. So your body is made up of intelligent cells. They're wired to restore your health. Okay. So we want to really understand the cell and how it takes in the emotions that we're feeling. So this next slide is going to actually help us with that. Emotions in their smallest and most basic form are chemical molecules. Okay. So they're information carrying molecules. So in this image, the cell is receiving those molecules on one of its receptors. And then there can be up to 1 million receptors on the surface of a cell. So this receptor, of course, is greatly enlarged for the illustrative effect of it. But receptors are molecules that function in a kind of like as sensors or even like little scanners. You know how our eyes and our ears work for our body? We take in, we hear, we see, and we're taking in, they're scanning. So that's kind of what these receptors are. So these receptors actually gather in a cluster at the surface of a cell, and they're waiting for a chemical to attach a message. And the new information is received inside that cell, impacting your energy level, your behavior, and your mood. So what we hear, what we see, how we feel about things is actually affecting our cells, which then affects our energy, our behavior, our mood, all of that. So Dr. Candace Pertz is actually one of the ones that helped create these slides. And she is a neurologist, and she's pioneering in the molecules of emotions. And she has a bunch of other advancing research in the mind, body, machine, substances, and she's a plethora of information. I can't say enough good stuff. So she's the one who's created these slides for us, and she substantiates these models. So, it is doctor backed. So because emotions are chemicals, they are not limited to the mind. Emotions are stored in every area of our body. A lot of people don't realize that. They flow throughout all of our biological systems. So our cells are everywhere. And if our cells have these chemical molecules with the emotions tied to them, we're going to kind of go through a scenario in just a minute with another, but you ever got a phone call and it made your gut hurt or your heart palpitate? That we're going to talk about why that happens in just a minute. So the science actually reveals that there are complex neural processing functions in the mind, heart, and gut. So these are actually called the three brains. And they're actually neural networks with independent memory and intelligence. So what that means, what that breaks down to is your brain, your heart, and your gut are constantly talking to each other. And your gut and your heart have more neural pathways going to the brain than the brain does going to them. So they're actually speaking to the brain way more. So you ever ate something and it made your stomach hurt, and then all of a sudden you had a headache and you didn't feel good? Your gut was communicating to your brain. Have you ever had something that, a tragic phone call or someone told you something and your heart began to hurt, like your chest just hurt? That's your heart telling your brain, and your brain telling your heart that your body is reacting to, is giving emotions to what you just heard and saw. So it means that you can process feelings in each of these brains. That's what it means. So you can process feelings in your brain, you can process feelings in your heart, and you can process feelings in your stomach. So the mind is kind of like the conductor. It's directing the body to feel emotionally and to behave physically. But the heart actually discerns the messages that our brain receives. And then the gut responds accordingly, distributing health or toxicity to the rest of our body. So our gut being healthy is very important to our thinking patterns. A lot of people don't realize that. It's important to even like our physical pain, but it's also our gut being unhealthy can give us depression. It can give us brain fog. It can give us, there's so many things that it affects in our brains. So, and people with heart problems, sometimes they actually they get brain fog to the point that they can't remember words and people, and sometimes it seems like as if they have dementia, but it's actually their heart, because the heart is congested or clogged, and so it can't function, so it can't communicate to the brain correctly, so the brain doesn't work right. So these all work in conjunction together. So when your three brains are communicating and they're connected to each other, and when your centers are connected, you generally feel good. So your happy endorphins are going, you're well connected, you had a good day that day because all three brains are talking to each other, right? So let's talk about our emotions and your beliefs. We actually form beliefs based on our emotions, our chemical wiring, and our firing processes. So this happens on a subconscious level. Believe it or not, 90% of our thinking is done subconsciously. People that, even smart people that you think, oh man, they're a genius, they use every bit of their brain. They're only using about 10%. 90% of our thinking process comes from our subconscious brain. So I'll kind of walk you through how this works. So here's a life experience, okay? Have any of you ever felt like the woman in this picture? Life's demands can, make you feel overwhelming, and at any given moment, there's an immediate recording within our subconscious mind of what is happening within and around us. So you see her, she's holding the baby, her frowny face, so she's getting a bad phone call, and the little dog is barking at her feet. She's having a really bad, her bag of M&Ms just fell wide open and they're everywhere right now, okay? So she's having a stressful experience right now. So what is the processing part? Our brain. Here's where the perception comes in. Our subconscious constantly seeks to make sense of our environment. So in this image, you can see how each brain sends its own message. The mind might be thinking, I have to figure this out. It's my responsibility after all. I got to figure this out. The heart may be intuitive, and I feel overwhelmed. It might like I can't do this. Maybe I'm holding on to too much. And then the gut might reinforce with, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. So all of these are actually happening simultaneously. We think it's all in our brain, but it's all working together and our bodies actually feel drained because all these three brains are connecting. So the stress and resistance that we feel to what is happening it's influenced by past conditioning, y'all. We've been programmed, we've internalized things about life and ourselves. Our perception of what is happening within and around us affects our ability to respond every single day. So who we are as a person and how we think as a person, we have been conditioned from infancy to become who we are today. And our core belief about ourself and our core belief about these issues and our neurological pathways is what makes us negative or positive. You know how people are, my cup's half empty or my cup's half full? Neurological pathways. It's all in what you're putting in. So here we have the reaction from the perception. Did I do the right one? I'm sorry, did I go back? So, did I lose y'all? Are y'all still there? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Sherry.
Okay, I can't see you, so I'm all I can see is my screen and it's my slides. So, in this image, we're actually the stress and resistance that we feel to what's happening. I'm admitting somebody influences us. So, and our ability to respond. So we might react in differently. So our reaction is, this is hard. I can't do this. Then it comes into a belief. So when we think and feel something simultaneously, a new belief is created. And in this example, she's now concluded, I'm not good enough. We're always reinforcing old beliefs or either we're planning a new one. There's an either or. We're either reinforcing something that's already there or we're planning a new belief. So nurturing a belief produces some kind of fruit. So a question to ask yourself is, as you process emotionally, am I cultivating a seed or a weed? Because we want to be cultivating seeds, or either we want to be reinforcing something positive and good. It directly affects how we react to stuff. So this is the scenarios put together to show you how it all worked out. Here's the chain of emotional events. A life experience prompted internal processing and perception, leading to a biochemical reaction that produces a new belief. So in this scenario, she was going through a negative experience and the reaction was negative. So it made the belief to her that she just wasn't good enough. So to have optimal health and feel good, there are beliefs and emotional patterns that we need to be weeding out. We got to weed out that stuff that we've been growing that doesn't serve us. So just think to yourself, what is one weed that you want to remove from your mind or your body? It might be a negative thought, relationship, or substance. So for instance, I might have the thought pattern, I'm overwhelmed, I feel stressed, right? So how can I change that? So let's talk about essential oils and their support for healthy emotions. So we're talking about essential oils that are pure, potent, and powerful. We're going to talk about how they work on a biochemical level to support healthy emotional expression. Okay. So this is where we can change how we react and how we think and our belief in our life experiences. So emotions and essential oils interact chemically because both emotions and essential oils are chemically based. A powerful reaction occurs as they make a contact. So essential oils are very chemically complex. There's a lot of constituents in these oils, which is why each oil has multiple uses and applications. You ever been to a doctor and he says, I'm gonna give you this pill, but if it don't work, don't worry, we got another one over here waiting on you. It's for the same issue, but your chemistry of your body might need the second pill because it didn't react good to the first pill. Now, that being said, these oils that we're going to be talking about tonight, they are 100% pure medicinal grade, okay? GTPC. We'll talk about that in just a minute. So these oils, they're working in each cell at optimal level. There is no side effects. If you go to Walmart or Target or Marshall's, Ross's, and you buy those oils, please do not ingest them. I wouldn't even put them on topically. The FDA does not regulate oil. So we are only talking about doTERRA oils tonight, okay? So they do have multiple applications, and we're going to talk about a few of them. So oils actually anchor in healthy biochemistry. Because they work on a cellular level, remember their constituents are working with the chemicals in your body and within your cells, and they're anchoring in healthy biochemistry. Why? Because these are plants and foods and herbs that we eat, and that we use that support our bodies, they are actually a positive effect on our body. There's no negative here. It's all building positive chemistry. So they anchor in that healthy biochemistry. It's due to their chemical complexity. The essential oils promote emotional and physical detox, and you can detox out that bad stuff in those weeds. So oils actually help remove conflicting cellular messages, and they encourage cellular restoration. So they support that receptor site on the surface of the cell, and they're actually reviving and enhancing them. So they're helping remember, that receptor is waiting for that message, that chemical emotion coming in to take into that cell, right? So when that oil gets in that cell and that oil is coming in with that receptor, that it's actually reviving and enhancing that receptor. That's one of the reasons why pure essential oils do not carry side effects. Right there. That's it. Oils and molecules go into the cell efficiently, and after binding to that receptor on the cell surface, this process enhances the whole cellular function of that cell. So essential oils are actually able to restore and maintain the state a cell is naturally and intelligently designed to embody. So what does that mean? Well, let's talk about some wild orange. It's one of my faves. Everybody knows Sherry does not run out of wild orange. It's a little happy. If you have wild orange, open it up and take you a whiff. Put some in your hand. Oh my goodness. It's a happy oil. Most citrus oils do give you that little kick of happiness, okay? So wild orange is actually, it invites connection and stimulates energy. All citrus oils like wild orange, they're great for lifting the mood, and they actually they promote a toxic release. So you can put this in your water. I actually like to put it in a flute of champagne, 3 drops in a flute. You got you a low carb mimosa. I'm just saying. But it's even good to clean your countertops with, and to diffuse and disinfect your air. So wild orange is one of the things that if you are, if citrus is your thing and you like citrus, put this in your purse, carry this on your person, and wear it as a perfume almost, because it's going to help you reformulate some of those negative, sad feelings, and it's going to help reinforce those beliefs. Let's talk about why the oils work so good. This is a peppermint oil sac, okay? I mean, it's a peppermint leaf, but in large there, it's an oil sac on the surface of the peppermint leaf. So they are the life force of the plant. These essential oils, actually the essential oils of the peppermint plant, they course through the plant as it's kind of like blood almost, okay? And it's actually helping the plant defend, nourish, and repair itself. So essential oils have the same similar function in the plant as blood has to the human body. So it's whenever we're ingesting that, it actually helps us too. It gives us the same nourishing effect, and it helps defend us. It helps us, I mean, because our bodies are taking an abuse every single day. It supports us, just like it does that plant. So one of the reasons essential oil molecules go cellular so quickly is because they're extremely molecularly dense, okay? So these tiny little molecules from the chemical compounds in essential oils can serve every cell of the body within minutes. Within 22 minutes, 1 drop of oil that you ingest will be inside your cell within every cell in your body, 22 minutes. Within 22 seconds, it's in your bloodstream. So let's call on balance. I love this oil, okay? So balance, and also frankincense. We have frankincense too. Frankincense is amazing. When in doubt, pull Frank out. But balance is less expensive. But now I will tell you something about frankincense. Frankincense will actually enhance any oil you use. Frankincense enhances that ability to do what it does. That's truth right there. Frankincense enhances any oils that you use with it, but frankincense could probably do it by itself too. So, balance is special. It's a mood blend, and it contains tree oils, and it's very grounding to the nervous system. It does have frankincense in it. And that's a powerful oil that magnifies the effects of other oils, like I just told you. So, it's doing its thing. It's a master mood oil. So it actually has over 2,000 different chemical constituents in it. So if you have balance, take it off your shelf, pass it around in your house, let people smell it, put it on your chest, on the back of your neck. It's wonderful, wonderful. I can't say enough good about balance. So let's talk about the quality and grade of essential oils, because that does determine the effectiveness. doTERRA certified pure tested grade, the CPTG I talked about earlier. Those oils are rigorously tested, like, I mean, to the hilt tested. So we have third-party testing, because that ensures that they are the safest, purest oils to support the physical and emotional needs of your body. So every bottle has a little, I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but there's a number on the bottom of that bottle. And you can type that into source2you.com. It shows you what oil that is, all the tests ran, and it's actually better than organic. It's better than all natural. It's better than pure. It's better than therapeutic. It's medicinal grade. Okay? It's medicinal grade. This is a medicinal. This is not just an essential oil, y'all. I cannot stress that enough. This is going to support your body and your cells and your emotions in so many ways. It's going to blow your mind. doTERRA actually has, I think it's 67% residual turnaround. People come back and reorder because what they used worked, and they come back for more. They want some more. They need some more. What else can I use? What else can I when you do a health wellness consult and you learn the things that you can support with these oils and these supplements, it's mind-blowing, but it really does work, y'all. I'm living proof of it. It works. So the CPTG is what you're looking for. Please do not buy any oil that don't have that label on it. So now we will go into the practicality part and how to actually use oils and feel better. Okay. So, as we go into the usage, remember that essential oils are dynamic. So they're shifting and changing intelligently as they interact with your body's biochemistry. Okay. So they're forming their own chemistry together. So you'll discover that each and every essential oil has both physical and emotional components and applications. So it might work for something physical, but then it also might work for something emotional. So, and again, that is because of their chemical diversity. Okay. So there's 3 ways to experience essential oils. The first is aromatically. And there's a reason why it's called aromatherapy. I am a certified aromatherapist, y'all. So this really does work. Aromatherapy is one of the fastest, best ways to change your mood. Okay. So smell is the fastest way. You access the deepest parts of your limbic system, including I can never say this word, but it's called a amygdala. It's in the base, in the foot of the brain. It's in the base, which is in the middle, and you cannot access that until you get it through that nose. Thank you. Amygdala. Thank you. I have dyslexia.
Amygdala.
Amygdala. Thank you. So as you inhale an essential oil, those aromatic molecules, they actually are traveling to your olfactory bulb, which that's linked directly to the emotional seat of the brain, y'all. That olfactory is directly connected to that emotional seat. Okay. So this is how inhalation creates an immediate emotional impact. Our sense of smell is more complex than any other of our senses, including our sight. Our sense of smell is more complex than any of our other senses. There's smell receptors on every organ of the body. You think, why do we need smell receptors on our organs inside our bodies? I know, right? So it's because this type right here, this smell is the fastest way. I like to diffuse the oil so that its aromatics, the molecules can disperse into my home. I love Purify. I've been going through some Purify lately. I like the clean smell. I don't know if we got any bleach users that's on tonight, but I used to be a bleach user, killing myself, my family, and everything in here. But I wanted that clean smell, right? So Purify to me has that clean smell. Don't have the chemical smell. It don't smell like bleach, y'all. Don't have that chemical smell. It just has a clean, crisp smell to it. And it's purifying my air in my home. And it's also purifying me. It's helping me detox and lift up because I'm smelling it. I'm taking it into my body through my smell. So I love to diffuse. So another way is, let me talk about peppermint, y'all. So peppermint is one of the most popular oils with doTERRA. So physically, peppermint is actually very energizing and oxygenating, and actually supports our mental focus. Our mental focus can, like, if you're not sure, if you're like, I'm just feeling down, I'm not sure, grab your peppermint, do you a little peppermint challenge. You can just deep 3 times in. Okay, so, and I say 3 times because to get it smell in there, you know how the doctor puts a little thing on you and says count backwards from 10, you get to 7, and then you wake up and it's all done. You had to do 3 deep breaths in to get to that olfactory to the brain. Okay, at least 3. But that will, and then if you have a headache, put a little drop to the roof of your mouth. That's going to help you get rid of that tension. But this does put a pep in your step. So aromatically, you can use this. You can use it topically on the back of your neck. I love this oil. It peps you up. So it can try a peppermint experience. And if you don't know what that is, ask the person that invited you to this class tonight to do a peppermint challenge with you. Okay. All right. So the second way that we use essential oils is for some for emotional support is by applying them topically. So they're transdermal. They're tiny molecules, can like pass through your skin and go straight into your circulatory system. So this oil, the little tiny molecules, when that drop hits my skin, it goes straight into my bloodstream. Okay. So it just, because remember, your skin is an organ. Okay. And it sees it as food, more or less, y'all. We eat peppermint in everyday life. That's what our bodies is metabolizing this as a food. So applied anywhere on the body, essential oils will penetrate every cell. So to affect the 3 brains, the body of the body, we can rub it wherever, like if we have occasional tension, we can massage it into that area for localized support. I'm a big fan of deep blue oil. I actually will take copaiba and deep blue and rub it because I have fibromyalgia and spinal stenosis. And I also have RA. Y'all see my little crooked fingers. So I like to rub it into those areas that's giving me a hard time, and then rub deep blue rub over that. And it really works wonders for your pain. So let's talk about a little bit of grief. Most people, whenever they talk about grief, they don't just grab breathe oil. But breathe oil is actually one of doTERRA's most popular blends. And physically, it's effective at opening airways in the lungs and supporting respiratory systems. But emotionally, and a lot of people don't know this, emotionally, the lungs are the area of the body that typically stores sadness. Breathe, people. Breathe is effective at cleaning and opening respiratory pathways. So a person experiencing anxious feelings can just breathe. Just breathe it in. People who have panic attacks, they need to keep breathe on them. People who are going through extreme sadness, you need to keep breathe, because when you're starting to feel the weight of that sadness on, and you're like, you know how you get when you're sad, breathe. 3 times, breathe it in, rub it on your chest, rub it on the back of your necks, because it's going to help open up. It's those constituents and those chemicals, those molecules They're going to get in there and they're going to help you open up, get the oxygen in, and get rid of some of that sadness and that heaviness that you're feeling. And you're going to be able to breathe good. Okay. And another one, y'all, for grief is Console. Please, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. We'll talk about the aromatherapy kit, but Console is amazing. Okay. So the third way we use essential oils effectively is internally. So we're only talking about the CPTG here, y'all. If it's not CPTG, please read your label. Don't ingest it. It's very, very, very dangerous sometimes. So On Guard, one of my favorites to ingest. I love this. I actually put 2 drops in my coffee in the mornings. It's immunity blend. I have been known to put it in some warm milk at night to sip the warm milk. It just makes it taste yummy, like orange cinnamon. It's wonderful. It's like a dreamsicle with cinnamon. It's delicious. So On Guard is our protective blend. And physically, it does protect our body against seasonal threats. Emotionally, though, On Guard protects against emotional boundaries. So if you're going to be like if you're feeling vulnerable, this can help you against feelings of vulnerability. Okay. So you might, you might just take it and put you a drop right in your mouth. You might put a drop on your hand. You can lick it. It's just, it's delicious, y'all. I love this oil. It is strong with cinnamon though. So if you have a cinnamon, look, it's in my throat. If you have a cinnamon allergy, I need my breathe now. Sorry. That went right to the back of my throat. See? Opens you right up. So the essential oils that we just highlighted are actually a very small sampling of the physical and emotional well-being that you're going to get from doTERRA oils. There's hundreds of oils and blends that have emotional and physical benefits. There's so much you can do to help uplift you. So now you got to ask yourself, what is the one thing that I can plant to nourish a healthier emotional pattern? For example, you might want to plant a new lifestyle habit. You might want to plant a new belief. You might want to, it might be the belief of, am I completely supported in every moment? You are if you have your oils. You can be completely supported in every moment of your life if you have an oil to rub on you at that time. Rub it on, smell it, ingest it if it's ingestible. All of them that are ingestible has an actual supplemental fact label. But I sometimes will take and I just close my eyes, deeply inhale, and anchor in that new positive belief. So, what am I going to do from this point forward that's going to be positive and change how I am thinking about things? So let's talk about some support, okay? The foundational cellular support for the 3 brains is right here, y'all. So this is our supplements. This is we call it LLV. So it's Lifelong Vitality. It's a daily trio that lays a strong foundation for physical and emotional health. So together, these 3 supplements provide our 3 brains with the cellular support that they need for us to feel good. Lifelong Vitality was actually bringing your body back into homeostasis. That's what it's trying to do. So the XE Omega, it actually provides us with 9 essential oils and omegas. It's actually supporting our brain and nourishment and our hearts and our circulatory health and digestive functioning. The alpha CRS, I call that the can't remember stuff. It contains potent antioxidants promoting chemical communication in the cellular pathways. And then the microplex, the VMZ, that actually provides us with trace organic. Sorry, y'all. I must have got oil in this eye right here. Minerals and micronutrients supporting immune function. So, and also our energy. It gives you so much energy. So another key factor in mental health is metabolic function. So that brings in our MetaPower advantage. It's just a little drink sachet. It has 9 types of collagen. And y'all, this is patented. There is no other collagen supplement in the world that has 9 types in it. Most of them have 5. I mean, up to 5. Actually, most of them only have 2 or 3. Some have 5, but none of them have 9. So, and this collagen actually has tripeptides and MNM. So MNM, ask the person who asked you to come to this class, ask them what that is and explain it to you, because there's a whole trifold about this that is amazing. If you don't do anything else for yourself, at least try some of this collagen. I actually dropped my cholesterol 30 points in 3 months with this collagen. That's my true life story. I was pre-diabetic and high risk cholesterol. I am neither one of those things because of this collagen. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and move forward with our digestive function. So we want to do a gut cleansing, which restores clear thinking. And right now we're doing the liver cleanse. If y'all are interested in liver cleanse, get with the person that invited you to this class, because it's a 30-day cleanse and it really does help. And these are some of these are some of the products we're using in it. So low digestive function has been scientifically linked with low mood, y'all. You're backed up, your mood is low. Remember, 90% of your body's serotonin and other feel-good neurochemicals, they're produced in the gut. A lot of people don't know that, but 90% of our feel-good chemicals is produced in our gut. If our gut is messed up, do you think it's feeling happy? No. But it's also necessary for clear thinking. So, in our mood management. So we need to clean that gut up. So let's start with PB Assist. It contains prebiotics and probiotics. We also have another one that has postbiotics. It's called Restore. So we have PB Assist and PB Restore. And these are amazing. So these actually help sustain healthy colonies of microflora and good bacteria in the gut. Okay. So Terrazyme, I love Terrazyme. My mother-in-law goes through a bottle a month. She's got to have her Terrazyme. It's actually a digestive enzyme. It's a complex that supports healthy production of metabolic enzymes. It actually breaks down your food. That's what it does. It's a digestive enzyme, y'all. It makes your protein in your belly. It breaks it down and makes it like water, so your body don't have to spend the extra energy breaking it down. It can just extract those nutrients and get the good stuff, and you feel better. It's amazing. Please, if you have stomach issues at all, PB Assist and Terrazyme are your friends. GX Assist, I do like my GX Assist. I don't use it every day, but I do use it when I need it. And it provides natural but powerful cleansing of the GI tract, and it will clean you out. So if you have issues there, these are the 3 products that get that gut going and flowing, because you need your serotonin to feel good, y'all. You need those neurochemicals, that you need that very much so. So another thing is doTERRA carries additional products that support our nervous system, and it regulates it. Okay. Adaptive oil and adaptive capsules. Now, adaptive is my jam. Everybody knows if you get in my car, you're going to smell adaptive, because I put it on, or I have a little diffuser. I'll put it in my diffuser and I roll it on me, because I live in Panama City Beach, Florida, and it is spring break traffic here. Adaptive gives me the zen. And instead of wanting to honk everybody, because it took me 15 minutes to get out of my subdivision, instead I go, oh, it's okay. Go ahead and come on out. Adaptive is amazing. So please try it. It's wonderful. I take the pills and I use the oil. Also, it actually helps you improve your focus and your attention span. while calming you down and soothing the body's stress response. That's what it does. So if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling anxious, adaptive is your oil because it's going to soothe your stress response. It's also going to help you turn your mind off at night. So turmeric, y'all, I can't say enough good stuff about this turmeric supplement. It's the only one to incorporate both the turmeric oil and the extract in a dual chamber capsule. We actually have the dual chamber capsule patented. There's a couple of our PB Assist and our turmeric has the dual chamber. So this turmeric contains curcuminoids, and they have been well researched and found to support healthy inflammatory response at the molecular level, y'all. So, and you do not have to have black pepper for this to get in because it is bioavailable, meaning it's already almost pre-digested. So your body, it's double encapsulated. So when that curcumin gets to your intestine, it's powerful. You're getting what you needed. Okay, so that was a lot of information, right? So you might be asking, where do I begin? And as we discussed, emotions are dynamic and shift from one moment to the next. So it requires that you check in with yourself and assess what you need at any given moment. So remember, healing is a process. It's not just daily, but it's moment by moment. So we got to have moment by moment support. And that's where this comes in. So you might want to take your camera and screenshot this. This is about our essential aroma kit. So this actually has some of the emotional support oils in it. We have, it has motivate. It's wonderful. It has cheer, passion, forgive, console, and peace. This is so worth the money, y'all. This is what you need in any given moment, for real. This will help you process. Now, it does come in the bottle, so you can get the kit that has the actual bottles, and you can make your own rollers, or you can buy the roller set, and it's already set for you to use. So these blends are specially formulated for mood management. It's an aromatherapy wheel here that you're looking at, and this actually is a great assessment tool for moment by moment emotional support. If you notice on that outer ring, there's 6 different types of plants, and each plant family produces its own unique chemistry. So where and how plants grow is similar to how they react in our body biochemically. So citrus plants grow in warm, sunny climates, elevated high off the ground, right? So citrus oils are uplifting, elevating, and happy oils. Trees are rooted deep into the earth and offering stability and strong foundation. So tree oils offer us the same properties. They help us to feel more balanced, grounded, and secure. Mints are energizing and cooling. Spices are warming and stimulating. And herbs and grasses address bitterness and renewal. Florals are calming and beautifying. Rose oil, y'all, that's what Queen Esther and Queen Sheba, the Bible, all them, they used rose and frankincense in their beauty regimens. So let's put this aromatherapy wheel to work, y'all. Identify an emotion that you're feeling right now in this particular moment. Maybe you're feeling more than one thing. I don't know. But what speaks the loudest to you? Which one, what emotion are you feeling the most? And then choose 1 or 2 oils that best fit it. So like, let's just say if I'm experiencing anger or bitterness and I have agitated feelings, I might want to try forgive. I'd place a drop or 2 of forgive over my heart and on the insides of my wrist, across my forehead, maybe. Wherever I was intuitively wanting to put it, but the back of your neck and your heart and your pulse points are always really good options. So, if I've just lost a loved one, and I know some here have, that's on tonight, then I'm going through a grieving process. Console is excellent choice. So it gives you the support that you need, and you would place it over your heart and on your forehead and your temples. My mom lost my stepdad 2 years ago, And to this day, she still has Console on her. She don't use it near as much as she did at first. But she says on weepy days, that's what she calls it, when something triggers and she starts to cry, she literally can do her Console, and within seconds, the tears dry up and she feels better. And she can move on with her day. So if you're having that, please invest in this kit, because you will not regret it at all. If you don't do anything else for yourself, if you're here for your emotional support, these 6 blends come in 2 different kits. Get one of them, because they are amazing. Okay, so drop by drop, as you claim greater wellness, remember that small and simple changes can yield great results. In this class, we've discussed practical emotional wellness steps that you can take now. And it's exciting and rewarding for me to offer the gift of change to others, y'all. I've changed my life so much by using these same products. I invite you to start new habits. Are you ready to start creating some? Which tools are you going to use to nurture that healthy body chemistry? This is one of my favorite parts about doing this, is helping others and getting these beautiful emotional wellness tools in their homes. So if you have a question and the person that invited you to this class doesn't have the answer, I am here. For everybody that attended this class, I will not charge you. I will come in with your consultant and do a wellness consult with you about your emotions if you want me to. I usually charge for these classes, but because you attended this class under Brittany, y'all can have my access for free for 1 session. Okay, that wraps it up. Is there any questions? Is there any questions? Wow, y'all are easy. We had a lot of people on. No questions from anybody?
Well, if you have a consultation, when is that done?
Well, okay, so what you would need to do is get with your person and find out what is available to them, and then text me or call me. I will tell you this, the second week in April, I will be gone to Disney with my granddaughter. It's her first trip. So my happy endorphins are going to be everywhere. But I'm pretty open for April. So if y'all need help, you can just call me or text me, and I'm here at your convenience. I'll answer questions, whatever they need. And this is what I do, y'all. I love dealing with emotions and helping people. And I live for this. And doTERRA changed my life, and I love to watch it change yours.
Question for you. I tried logging onto doTERRA. I was invited by a friend, and in order to purchase the products, do I need to consult with you first, or how does this work?
So for you, whatever friend invited you, chances are they are an advocate. If they are not an advocate, then you need to call someone you know that is an advocate. And
Janine
Yeah.
invited us. Janine invited all of us.
okay.
Okay.
So you would get with Janine,
Okay.
and Janine, if she doesn't have my number or can't get in touch with me, I am on Facebook under Sherry Matthews Johnson. Matthews has 1 T. You can message me through that. So, but I'm very happy to help any of, I didn't come on here to sell y'all stuff for me. I came on here to teach you what y'all needed to know to help support your health. So the person who has invited you is the person that you're going to consult with, but they can have access to me. So that gives you access to me also.
I don't have a question, but I want to add to the value of your class. It was excellent. I also wanted to mention my daughter has been under a neurologist care for many, many years. And they, when she was little, said start essential oils. Of course, they didn't tell me about doTERRA, and thankfully I found it in 2013. But also the value of talking properly to yourself One of the problems she has is mast cell activation syndrome, where the T cells or the fighter cells, the white cells, are activated by the dumbest things for her body, which is what mast cell is. So sun triggers her, or if she gets upset, then the naturopathic doctor that I like to check into online, she said, you need to speak kindly to yourself. You will activate those cells and they will become angry with one part of your body, whatever is frustrating you, and they will attack. So I had her listen to your class because it's not just me, it's not just the doctor, but it's a reality. And those oils, we used them today when she was having a hard time. And you re-emphasize that I'm not alone and we're not alone. So I appreciate everything you did.
Oh, well, thank you for
Outstanding.
that validation. That's so sweet of you. I appreciate your words. It is what we tell ourselves is what we believe. That our if you've ever looked up the word what is it, whenever our how we believe in ourselves, our reputation with ourselves. How do you view yourself? If you view yourself as a failure, you're going to be a failure because you're going to knock yourself down every time. If you view yourself as someone that's capable or can get through it, then you're going to get through it and you're going to be capable. You got to weed out the negative thoughts. And that's where these oils do come in handy. They do. They help so much. And I'll tell y'all another one, the kids kit. I know that's crazy, but the kids kit is amazing for emotional support and digestive support because we need our digestion to work for our brains to work. So yes, be kind to yourself. If you have a hard time doing that and it feels weird, write it on your mirror. I'm worth it. Write it, just write it on your mirror. This is for me. I'm worth it. My decision-making process today is going to be better. Whatever it takes, give yourself a little happy. We actually had a motivational speaker at Leadership. His name is Hal something, but he wrote a book called The Miracle Morning. I suggest everybody read that. And he actually has a YouTube, a thing on YouTube where you can watch a video of his life. So the Miracle Morning actually, it consists of 6 steps that you can do. And one of them is self-evaluation and affirmations, which is telling yourself, you know what? Today's a better day. Today's going to be good for me. I'm going to feel good today. I'm not going to let this be a bad day. I'm worth this. I can do this. So it's affirmations of who you are and what you're going to get done that day and what the people around you are going to be. So it really does work. I've been implementing that for the last few weeks and I have felt so much better. If you suffer from, yes, Holly.
What are the essential oils in the kids kit that you just mentioned?
So there's about 6 of those in there. They have let's see, there is Tamer, Thanker, Brave. I can't remember them all. I have to go get my kids' kit out. I have a 4-year-old granddaughter and she has been using them for 2 years now. And she will come and get me. And y'all, with kids, there's no placebo. It either works or it don't. She'll come get me and she'll say, Gigi, I need my Lolos. Gigi, I need my Lolos. And because calmer, I put on her at night and for nap time. Goes on the bottom of your feet and your spine. Rescue. So people don't really realize this, but rescue will actually help them. Like if you're taking your child or your grandchild into a new situation, like starting the first day of school, or going to Walmart that's crowded, whatever it is. If you put rescue on them, they're going to be, and brave works too. If you put either one of those 2 on them, they're going to help. It's going to help them to deal with their reality of the overwhelming loudness and the people. And if you're taking them to, let's just say you're going to a concert and it's a teenager and they're an anxious teenager, adaptive. Oh my gosh, so amazing for that. There's so many things that these oils work with our families and our emotions. Remember, each and every oil has something physical and emotional attached to it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, I'm not gonna keep y'all on any longer. My hour's up. I appreciate y'all so much for coming and for supporting me.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It was very informative and I enjoyed it. I invited a
Good.
lot of people too for Janine.
Yes. So if you need
Sorry
a
for your
copy
loss,
of
Renee.
if y'all need a copy of the recording, just get with your advocate and they can get it to you.
Okay.
Talk to y'all later.
Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Beautiful job.
Bye-bye.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Hey, Renee.
Nice
so good to
to
see
see you again, Holly.